everybody. It's that time. I'm Becca Pruitt-Denny, and you are in the zone. This week, we're looking at a topic that our culture is kind of obsessed with. What is it? You've got to stay tuned. And you want your videos? Lindsay, why don't you tell them what we have this week on the show?
Thanks, Becca. This week's lineup includes music from Out of Eden, Switchfoot, and Priesthood. A little bit later, we're going to be hitting the streets with Krista for some insight on this week's topic. But first, here's Tiffany to get the action started.
Thanks, Lindsay. Our first band today is Further Seems Forever with a new cutoff of their album, How to Start a Fire, The Sound, right here in the zone.
Was Further Seems Forever with The Sound. I'm actually up here talking with Lauren. Lauren, what is the best part of the zone?
I just love the videos.
I'm very hip on the videos too. I think they're the best part. So who's your favorite band?
Actually, it's Reliant K right here.
Oh, Reliant K. Good group, good group. You guys can tell us what your favorite part of the show is and what you'd like to see change if you go to our website, surfthezone.com. But now it's time to get our discussion started. Here's Lindsay.
Thanks, Becca. This week we're going to be talking about something that I sometimes struggle with, and I'm sure many of you do too. We all want to look attractive, but what do we wear in order to look good without coming across too sexy? How far is too far, and what's appropriate? Jamie, I want to know, why do you think we feel pressured to maybe reveal our bodies and to look sexy?
Mainly because we want attention that we don't get positively, so we get it negatively. And like from with singers and stuff. Like, we want to be like them, so we dress like them, or it's just because that's what we feel comfortable in.
Right. Well, I think that's true that sometimes we maybe want attention, or we might want to like look like everyone else, or maybe follow like what our idols are doing in Hollywood, our musical idols or our movie star idols. I think that's right. Kaisha, I want to know, do you think it's even possible to look attractive and still, look good without being too sexy?
Well, yes, I do think that it's possible to be attractive and not look too sexy, because they make a lot of clothes that are cute, but you don't show all your body with. And I think like the velour outfits, those are real cute, but you don't show your body with those. And I think that beauty is not only on the outside, but it's on the inside.
Right, that's definitely true that physical attractiveness is only part of it, that inner beauty is a lot deeper, and that there are plenty of clothes that we can buy that are cute and don't reveal our bodies. But, I think it is sometimes hard to look attractive and not appear too sexy because our media encourages us to do it. They make us feel like if we want to be popular or successful that we need to be overly sexy, and we know that's not true, that there are so many other ways that we can look attractive without revealing our bodies. But we're going to be getting a little more into this a little later, and we're going to be hearing what the guys have to say about it, so that should be interesting. But right now, let's kick it over to Tiffany and get our next video.
Thanks, Lindsay. Up next is a group that knows a thing or two about looking good. Here's Out of Eden with Looking for Love right here in the Zone.
Your heart is broken, and you're wondering what you can do to ease the hurt and pain you feel. You're letting these no ones getting closer than they need to, 'cause you're looking for love. Whoa, I got a feeling that no one's told you. No one is bothered at all to give you what you need. So you're out searching for someone to hold on to, but you don't know it's right there if you don't see it. No. Looking for love in all the wrong places just to find someone that can erase the hurt. If you could, you get a portion of love like deeper than an ocean. You know that I can show you what I found. Goes on and on and on. Yeah, yeah, and you never have to worry. You're on your own now, doing your own thing. Say you don't need nobody's help to make it through, but you're really wasting your time. You're still lonely, and you know that you're gonna find that you're only left more empty than you were before. Ooh, but I'm telling you, you don't have to look around. Let me tell you about the love that I have found. Everything that your heart needs is just right here waiting. No, you don't have to look no more. It's knocking on your door. Everything that your soul needs is just right here waiting for you. Looking for love in all the wrong places just to find someone that can erase the hurt. If you could, you get a portion of love I found. It goes deeper. You know that I can show you what I found. Goes on and on and on. Yeah, yeah. You never have to worry about it being gone.
Now there's puppy love and crushes, such as girl meets bro. Going out of do you like me? Check up, yes or no. While I was looking for love in the deepest of wrong places, thought I found it on a two-way street. Slipped in this place. It's the status of a broken heart determined by its owner. Love is I'm falling in it while I'm into. Since God's a realest love, then we can feel it in His presence. While it's closer than close, why try to reach it long distance?
Oh, my friend, I'm telling you, I've been there myself a time or two when I was just running around to find peace for my heart that was moving out. There's something that you need to see. The one who made you loves you, please believe. He's all you need to get by. You know you're somebody, so tell me why you're looking for love in all the wrong places just to find someone that can erase the hurt you feel. Could you get a portion of love deeper than an ocean?
was Out of Eden with Looking for Love, and you saw it right here in the zone. Coming up, we've got more great music from Switchfoot and Priesthood. And don't forget our Life Zone report with Krista. But first, we have to take a short break, pay the bills. So stay tuned with us right here in the zone.
150 years ago, the Supreme Court called them property. 125 years ago, the American Law Review said she was not a person. 60 years ago, his ancestors were exterminated as non-human. 30 years ago, 7 men ruled an unborn baby to be a choice, not a child. Even today, many of us are becoming less human in the eyes of the law, and justice for one of us affects all of us. Life. See what we've been missing.
You may not believe that only one person can make a difference, especially someone in high school like myself. But I do, because there's always someone who needs special care and attention. You don't have to be someone special. We're all capable of making a difference in someone's life if we just believe that we can.
We here at JTM know that the key to success is service to others. JTM Food Group, where service is success.
If you're not helping after-school programs, you're really helping to take them away. After-school programs, wouldn't you rather be helping?
Welcome back to the Zone. I'm Becca, and now it's time for the email of the week. So here's Rosie bringing it to you.
Thanks, Becca. Our email this week comes from Ellie, who watches us on Daystar in Loxahatchee, Florida. And Ellie writes, I saw your show for the first time last week, and I loved it. I think it's awesome how you take everyday issues and discuss them according to God's Word. Well, thanks, Ellie. We plan on continuing to do that. Now, if you want your email read or you want to see your favorite video on the show, then you got to email us at surfthezone.com. And if we use your video request or your email on the air, you could win a free t-shirt or CD. And while you're there, click on music and videos and then click on new album reviews, where you can check out the new albums that are coming out and how good they are. Okay, up next is one of my favorite bands ever, and they just put out one of the most sophisticated, and I should add, anticipated albums of the year. Here's Switchfoot with Meant to Live off of their album Beautiful Leg Down.
Hey, I'm Lindsay, and we're back in the zone. That was Switchfoot and Meant to Live. Right now, we're going to take a look with Krista at our Life Zone report as she hits the streets and finds the real story behind clothes, makeup, hairstyles, and who knows what else.
Hey, this is Krista, and on this week's Life Zone report, we're talking about looking good without dressing overtly sexy or showing too much skin. In today's society, what kind of pressure is being placed on girls to look a certain way? Can you still stay current and trendy without going too far? Well, I got to sit down with 3 ladies who say you can. Angelique, is it possible to go out and look great, look very nice and presentable without appearing to be too sexy?
I think so. Like when I wake up in the morning and I get into my closet, I'll pick out, a short outfit, but the shorts aren't too short.
I don't really think about, do I look sexy today? Really, that's not a thing to me. I just want to feel comfortable and look pretty. I could tell you hundreds and thousands of times I went to stores and put on clothes and I'm like, I can't wear that, just if it's like really low cut or something, I won't wear it.
So Angelique, tell me, how does that make you feel when you see, movie stars, singers, everything just, getting more and more naked to make money?
Oh, it makes me upset because I think that women in today's society have so much more to offer than their body. I mean, a lot of women are so intelligent and have so much to offer the world, and they should really search inside instead of, paying attention to, their clothes and stuff.
I think that a lot of people find it necessary to be like the people in the magazine and the models.
As I'm getting older, I realize, be who you want to be. You don't be the magazine cover. Because we really don't look like that. It's all probably fake, but the clothes are real. Just the people are airbrushed.
Exactly. What about that airbrushing? Because, I never knew that.
Young girls are going to look at that and think, I am never going to look like this. And then they try to do these fad diets and they end up hurting themselves.
they think it's necessary to be like that just for the attention. And really, you can get just as much attention without, and most guys they'd rather not know not know everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. What are some good things to work on inner beauty as opposed to your outside beauty? Can you
read your Bible? That'll help.
A lot of my friends lately have been on a lot of diets, and it's kind of troubling because they're so worried about impressing boys, but then they wonder why they attract the wrong type of guy and why he doesn't treat them right, because he's only after one thing.
If you're totally just confident in yourself and don't go chasing after the guys and trying to get their attention, they'll notice you.
My definition of true beauty would be self-confidence within yourself, a leader, love, compassion, just love for your fellow people.
I think true beauty is the way you treat other people and the way you can relate to them. And that's why when I wake up in the morning and I put on my clothes, I want to be able to be approachable, and I want people to be able to come up to me and relate to me, and I want to get along with people. And if I'm dressed too skimpy, then they might be afraid to approach me.
I think it's how you carry yourself. If you make yourself, like she said, approachable by other people, then people won't be intimidated by you and they won't be afraid to come up, and they'll get to know you instead of just judging you by their initial side of you.
So there you have it. There are women that you can look up to who are confident and beautiful without baring their bodies to get attention. One of them is in the Bible. Esther was not only chosen by the king to be his wife and the most beautiful woman in all of the country, but she knew who she was, she stood up for what she believed in, and she saved her people from destruction. Now that kind of beauty is about more than just a good outfit.
Support for The Zone is provided by Berean Christian Stores in Standard Publishing, who are committed to impact the lives of youth through products that inspire and challenge. To find the nearest Berean Christian store, call 1-877-823-7326 or check out the website at Berean.com for store locations. Berean and Standard Publishing, working together to provide quality Christian products that enrich the lives of today's youth.
Where's your brother?
He said he was going hunting.
He's a good hunter.
Hunter? He couldn't catch a cold. Look at the bird he brought us. Look at the fish.
Here comes your brother now. Let's see what he's got. Ice?
Ice?
It's Home City Ice. It's the best ice in the world, all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio.
It's worth the trip. Home City Ice, healthier than homemade.
If you were born after 1973, about 30% of your friends and relatives are missing. Since the Supreme Court approved legal abortions 30 years ago, nearly 1 of every 3 babies was aborted. That means 43 million U.S. children, teens, and young adults are missing. While we know how all of them disappeared, we will never know what they had to offer. Life. See what we've been missing.
Let's sit down for a second, okay, sweetie?
Hey, Kayla, there's Mary from your class.
Hi, Mary! Hi, Kayla! Come and play!
Oh, sweetie! Sweetie! Why don't you go play with those kids over there?
Why?
Imagine the power of one voice. Find yours at freedomcenter.org.
So, son, what'd you do in school today?
Well, first I went to spelling, and then that was over. And then study hall, and then that was over. And then it was lunchtime, so I went to lunch. And then I ate it, and then lunchtime was
The less
over.
art
Then
kids
we had
get,
recess, and then that
the
was
more it
over,
shows.
And then school was over, and now I'm here.
Are yours getting enough?
Sounds like yesterday.
Art. Ask for more.
Okay then, till next week, see you in the zone.